And I'm Paul. Hello.
And this is level 2, week 1, March 4th, 2015.
We called it the gooey sauce of the swing outs. The goody inside counts 4, 5, 6 inner bits of the swing out. Yeah, that's right.
We started that out with a promenade, which looks a little bit like this.
From this side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. And so you can continue those steps as a lead for as many steps as you want. As a follow, you really want to be living in the moment, ready to go, and not anticipating, oh, it's a promenade, it's going to be this footwork. No, it might change, so be ready for that.
For the leads, we talked about the fact that you really want to be boring when you're not doing anything different. And in this case, for the steps, you're keeping a level body, you're keeping a level pulse, and then right before you go on to the end of this move, the triple steps, you give this little breath on the and triple step. Now this is an exaggeration, but if you were to look at it large, and triple step. This allows the follows to feel this breath right there.
I know that something's going to change from those steps. And part of why I can tell that is because if we rotate around, I have a really nice connection with my lead along his arm. I don't have any gaps in between. So I can really listen to what moves going on, as well as making sure that my back is against his hand.
Now, with leads, we talked about starting in close position with your hands around the waist if you want to be moving around here. But as you're in promenade position, watch my hands slide off into a nice, comfortable spot. Let's show from a few different angles.
There's a lot of nice space between us. Great.
All right, so we started this because we wanted to emphasize the concept of the lanes for the lead. So looking from the front, we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if we were to continue the promenade and terminate, Katie continues walking in the line
5, 6.
as I am just opening up here. I wasn't any specific lead, it was just showing that we're opening up this lane that the follow continues
rotating through. So let's show that all the way through.
So she is going on her own track. I am getting out of the way.
I have plenty of space to dance.
And we did this because we wanted to move on to the forward swing out, one of the classic Lindy Hop moves of the century.
And so to prep that, we also showed just continuing that momentum from the promenade and not even finishing off this forward swing out, but just having the follows continuing through 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's not super scary to do a forward swing out. You've got this, follows.
Now leads, we talked about the fact that you're actually keeping the follow honest, and so as you are creating this pull, you're keeping your hand up against your back, and you are creating that movement for the follows. You could just as easily not have any movement and go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going, but they're standing still. So, yeah.
And that helps decipher, too, the difference between a forward swing out and a side or a back swing out.
That's right.
Yeah. That difference in rotation and the hand. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1. Yeah.
Now, one thing that we talked about for the leads was to really relax this hand, keep it down here for the forward swing out to open up the shoulder. There is no leading going on from this hand. It's all from the back here. But this hand is just down here so that doesn't over-torque her shoulder.
5, 6, 7, and 8. And then here when I'm at the end of my forward swing out, I make sure that my shoulder is nice and back and down and engaged, protecting it, while my arm still has a little bit of a bend in it. So I'm not overstretching myself. And I'm still keeping a nice connection with my leads hand. I kind of keep a little bit of an L bracket at my knuckle, a little bit more of a curve from there, so that we're still nice and connected, and I finish off my triple step. And then Paul leads in.
I take a step back with the actual movement of my center.
Belly button moving through space and time.
5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. And we go backwards.
And it's nice and gentle, not yanking on the follow's arm. So that's just a nice, gentle lead in.
Okay, so those were all the things that we covered, in addition to all the other pointers that we talked about. This was really hard stuff, transitioning between the forward swing out and backward swing out and the promenade and single steps and triple steps. So good work.
Did a good job. See you next week.
Bye-bye.